Now we're recording. Okay, so new coach call. Playing the social media game. So I was just telling Cassie this, that I have a new coach checklist that I created, and in there talks a little bit about social media and what to expect, because although 98% of the world is on Facebook and or on some form of social media, it does become overwhelming when you start your own business and you have to say, oh my gosh, like I have to talk about my business on something that I used to just talk about my family on. I was somebody who posted on my Facebook page maybe once every 2 weeks, and it was like a picture of my child. So to go from hardly ever posting to knowing what to post and how to do it, so that it didn't come off salesy, because I'm the type of person that I don't like salespeople. Like, I do not like car dealerships. I give them a run for their money. So I didn't want people to feel the same way when they see me, right? So I had to come up with a way to, get around that by sharing and tweaking my posts to the point where it was more so of me caring rather than me just selling, right? So I'm going to give you some top tips just for new coaches in general, the things that you should be doing in the very beginning to set up your social media for success, pretty much, okay? And of course, it is a game. I mean, social media is changing all the time, and there's new ones being added all the time. So it's definitely a game, and we're going to learn a little bit about how to play it to make it easier for you. So these are the basics. Who are you? You want to think about this, because those are the types of things that you're going to post. So for me, it's faith, family, fitness, friends, food. They don't all have to be F's. Mine just happen to be F's. But who are you? Because that's where you're going to attract the people who are like you, right? The things that you enjoy. I also love to decorate, so I'll post like pretty pictures of, like I just posted on my my Facebook fan page, a picture of a sign that says, when life gets too hard to stand, kneel, and then a picture with flowers. And I had actually decorated that table for my girlfriend. Those are types of things that I like to show because I love to decorate. So I want to attract people who also like that kind of stuff. So I'm going to share it. Okay. So think about who you are, make a list of things that you do regularly that you want to post. Okay. I don't decorate regularly, but when I do, I like to show it off. Your timeline photo. So this is the cover photo of when people come to your Facebook page. It should be clear. It should look professional. You can get them done on Fiverr, Fiverr or VVER. I'll have to look it up. .com for like $5. You can get it done on Etsy. That's where I went. You can do it yourself if you're good with graphic design, but you want it to be clear. You want it to be you in it, and you don't want it to look too salesy, so you don't want to like have 21 Day Fix and Beachbody and this, and this, but kind of like a sneak peek of what people can find when they come to your page, okay? Mine used to be just pictures of like my kids, my husband, fitness, food, like that's kind of like me, and it kind of talked about what I am. Now it says that they can follow me over on my fan page, and that one, again, that was professionally done. And again, it shows them what they can find on my page, fitness, faith, all that kind of stuff, right there on the timeline photo. The timeline photo is that, and your profile picture are like your first impressions, and you want them to go over well with people. You want them to be eye-catching. You want them to be trustworthy, so somewhat professional, so that you can start gaining that trust from people without even having to speak 2 words to them. Okay, so first impressions last forever, right? So this is just an example. This is what my profile picture was before I started Beachbody, and like right in the beginning of my business. And as you can see, it's my kids, and I'm not in the picture. So who are these people looking at? Like, they have no idea who this is. So this is this has been my profile picture for a while now. I've gone through other ones of me, but doing social media trainings and stuff like that, it is this one is like perfect because it's my face. You can see who I am. I'm happy. It does not have to be a professional picture. I took this with my cell phone. I was literally leaning down like this, but that's clear, it's concise, they get who I am, right? That's me. That's all they see. So that should be a profile picture. And like I said, they can change as long as it's somewhat like this, okay? So those are the basics is when you first go onto your Facebook page. Most new coaches, if not all, are working from their regular Facebook page in the very beginning of their business. Why? Because it's your warm market, and we'll get to that. But posting on your Facebook page. These are some of the things that I have posted that have gotten good responses, and just things to throw in the mix. So be real. I don't know. Can you guys see my cursor? Like I'm just moving it and nobody can see. Okay. So this was something, obviously this is hard to do. This was last year. So I was 2 years into the business. But talking about, we all have flaws, right? Something that people can relate to. The response here was awesome. Okay. And that's not offering anything. It might, I don't even remember, but at the very bottom, you can add a call to action. Like if you're not happy with your flaws and you want to make some better changes, my next challenge group is starting on X, Y, and Z. So those are the types of things. And that's how you make it not so salesy, because you are showing them you, right? So this is all pictures of me. You're talking about something personal. And the one thing that coaches get scared of in the very beginning is that they don't want to share their story, or they don't want to put a before and after picture and have to tell that, like, people like this picture down here, like my tire here, like they don't want to do that. And I'm like, but you have to understand, when somebody is reading all of everything that you have to say, they're not thinking about you. They're relating it to themselves, right? And that's what you want people to do. You want them to relate whatever you're saying to them, because that is what's going to get them involved. That's what's going to get them to trust you, because heck, they have a spare tire too. And if you're here doing this, showing up every single day, sweating your tushy off to lose it, then they can too, type of thing, right? And then this one down here is be your own motivation. Like, create something that flows through your pictures. I've noticed that it's done well. I don't do it on every picture anymore, because now my fan page has taken off. But I used to post something with these colors every day. Like all my pictures had something to do with these colors, whether it matched my picture or not. Okay, this is my brand. If this came across, your newsfeed, you'd know that was me. And I just talked about my workout. So this is me in the middle of my 2-minute plank. So here it says 40-minute chisel balance, 10-minute chisel abs, 2-minute plank hold, 75 tricep dips, 2-minute plank hold. Those were some things that I added in extra. But as you can see, it says, you look amazing. How much weight have you lost? You're amazing. These are types of things that you want. You want to inspire, be your own motivation, but yet you're still motivating other people, right? You're still inspiring people. So this is me, being product of the product. I'm talking about the workout that I'm doing. Most of the time, I won't say the workout that I'm doing unless, like, for this country heat thing that I had to. And this, it doesn't say I'm doing the Masters Hammer and Chisel. I'm just saying 40 minutes chisel balance. So that's going to get somebody who doesn't know that to say, hey, what is that, right? So then that's an opening conversation. But here I am being, proof that the product works, being a product of the product. I'm showing them that I'm here working out every single day. And then this one over here is me being real, right? So some days I don't want to work out. And then I have my pre-workout and I'm like, okay, let's do this. So talking about those things, 20 likes, right? 22 likes, whatever. That's just me. And you may not get any comments on things, but those 21 people that have liked my post, that post is now showing up in their timeline and their friends are seeing it. So now I may have gained followers, right? People who have just wanted to follow me, maybe not be my friend, but watch what I post. Because here I am talking about something that I didn't want to do, because most people don't want to work out, right? So those are the types of things. Your Facebook timeline is pretty much a reality show of your life, right? This is me. Sharing, not selling, okay? And most of these can have a call to action. Very, very simple at the bottom, all right? What not to post. So you don't want to post links. So you don't want to say, I'm a Beachbody coach and I'm so excited to help people and this is what you can expect to get and here's my link, then write your link. You never want to put your link anywhere because that is salesy. I mean, you could probably agree with me. You don't want to do product pictures like this one down here. This one's back, it was literally like a year into my business, and I don't know, I think I was lost for a post, right? So that's what I did. And you don't want to do that. I got 2 likes on it. 2. You want to be in front of the camera as much as possible, right? So you want to have a picture of you, whether it's something like I was telling you, Cassie, where it's you doing a live video. Like if you just got your package or your program, you could do a live video and you can talk about what's in it, and you can talk about how excited you are and how you're excited to help people in your upcoming challenge group. And this is the date that it's going to start. And if you have any questions, comment them now or message me, you know, like get people engaged and involved, right? If you're doing a new workout program, like you've gone through 21 Day Fix and here you're going to start Country Heat because it's being released at the end of this month. You're not going to post a picture of Country Heat and saying, who wants to join me? You're going to post a picture of yourself in cowboy boots and a cowboy hat, right? Because that's going to attract people. They're going to see you standing there in front of this picture wearing cowboy hat and cowboy boots, and they're going to say, what is she talking about? Like, why is she posting this picture? If somebody sees this picture on their timeline, they're going to scroll right by it because it looks like you're trying to sell them something, right? You're not trying to connect with them. You're just trying to sell them something. So if you have a picture of yourself in a cowboy boot and cowboy hats, and they're scrolling their timeline and they see this, that's going to catch their eye, and that's going to make them read what you have to say about it. And that's going to have something, your description is going to have something relatable in it. Like, I was feeling bloated. I was feeling just really depressed and unhappy with myself of where I wanted to be. And I cannot wait to start this program because I can't wait to be feeling X, Y, and Z, right? So you want them to be able to relate to how you're feeling and relate to how you want to be feeling, because they're going to want to be feeling that way, right? You don't want to put pictures of the trainers. So like 21 Day Fix is on sale this month, right? You don't want to be like Autumn Calabrese picture everywhere. Who's, you know, if you're a new coach, you don't know who that is, but she's this pretty woman right here. You don't want to find a picture of her on Facebook or on Google and just plaster her and be like, you know, this program's on sale. You don't want to do that. They want to see you. They don't really care about the trainers. Yes, they're getting them to their goals, but you're the one keeping them accountable. You're the one that they have to build trust with to get to that trainer. And then spamming pics. You don't want to be posting, 5 times a day about your challenge group or the coaching opportunity. You want to mix that into things that are about you, right? So today I did, over on my fan page, I did one about Country Heat because I'm starting that group of those who want to be in that. And I also created my challenge group for this month. So those are the 2 things that I'm going to talk about for the upcoming weeks, right? As I'm rolling into my business. And I'll do it once a day. You want to do it at different times of the day. So if I did that today at 3 o'clock, tomorrow I might do it at 9 a.m. because different people are going to be on at different times of the day. Okay, so you don't want to do the same thing every day. Something that helped me in the very beginning of my business was to sit down and literally write out Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and write down, okay, 9 a.m. is going to be, on Monday, it's going to be a motivational Monday post. At 12, it's going to be a recipe. And I move them around throughout the week, and then I knew what I needed to post, right? So that did help me a little bit. So bug flying around here. So the social media blender, right? So choosing a platform. There's so many options out there that you can get overwhelmed. And again, I was talking to Cassie about this on our call, and you had asked me, where do I start? The first place that every new coach starts is their Facebook warm market, okay? You've already created relationships with people there. Their friends, their family, there are people you used to go to high school with. Even if you haven't talked to them since high school and you've been out of high school for 20 years, it doesn't matter. You're going to start a conversation. You're going to say, hey, girl, what up? And you're just going to start talking to them. you're not going to mention anything about Beachbody. You may come across that they ask you what you're doing now, and you can tell them, this is what we do and this is what I do. And they may have questions about it, but you're not going to dive into it. You're going to create a relationship with them, and then those people will become the people that you invite the following month. Okay, so you have a lot of warm market. Your friends, close friends, family, those are the people that you're going to go to first. You're just going to create like a little bubble. So they're in this little bubble here. And then you're going to go out and you're going to go to friends of friends and friends of family and down to your mailman, that type of thing. And it just keeps spreading out. And then after that, as you're doing that, I should say, you have numerous options as far as a second platform. With your Facebook regular page, you can start friending friends of friends that have mutual friends with you. That's something that I did in the very beginning. Don't do too many a day because there is a such thing as Facebook jail, and you will be put in it if you friend too many people. But you can start friending friends of friends who have mutual friends with you. That's always a good way. And if they accept, I just send them a message that says, hey, thanks so much. And if they say, how do I know you or do I know you? You just say, just blame it on Facebook. That's what I did. Facebook suggested that we be friends. And that normally just flies right over. And they're like, oh, okay. Whatever. So a couple of the other platforms is Facebook fan page, which is, you heard me talk about it. That's what I run my business through. That one is time consuming. It does require you to invest in your business with ads. But that's how Facebook runs. It's how it makes its money. Because it's free. They run based off of business pages. There's Instagram, which you can do many things with. There's YouTube if you like to be in front of the camera. And if you're one of my personal sponsored coaches, definitely we would talk about which hub you want to go to next, and talk about ideas, because it's not all going to be Beachbody related. It's not all going to be fitness related. But for example, if you are just somebody that, loves to do crafts, right? And you're doing crafts for a YouTube channel, you're going to connect all of your videos to your Facebook page and say, friend me on Facebook, for more tips about crafting. Then people will go to your Facebook page, and you're going to have tips about crafting on there like once or twice a week. But now they're also going to see you're posting about fitness and coaching and all that kind of stuff. So you're going to gain people who do the same thing that you do, right? So that's kind of how it's tied in. You're not going to do everything centered around fitness and health and all that good stuff. I mean, unless you're really good at cooking, obviously you can do that and still tie it to that. There's Periscope, which is pretty much like Facebook Live, which I don't even know if that's even around anymore because Facebook was like, oh crap, we have to come out with something like that. So there is Facebook Live now. Snapchat is where all the younger people are at. I still have no idea how to use it. I don't know why. I just cannot get to, I can send something to my sisters. That's pretty much all I can do. I don't know. But again, if you don't have any of these going and you choose one, make sure that you know what you're going to be posting before you do it, right? So that's one of the reasons why I never learned Snapchat, because I don't really know what direction I want to take it as far as my day-to-day posts, right? That people, what do they call it that you can see? I don't even know. Your stories, right? Those are called stories. There's Twitter and there's blogging. If you love to write, blogs are amazing. You can do the blog. You can send it out on Facebook. You can attach your YouTube videos to it. I mean, there's so many things that you can do with a blog. So those are all options. Now, choosing a platform, we're sticking with the Facebook warm market as a new coach, but I want you to be thinking about a second option for a couple weeks down the road, right? What direction you want to go in. One of these directions, and you're going to master that one, right? So you've already mastered Facebook because you're on it. Like, you're doing things. Most of you have even mastered Zoom, which is pretty awesome. So you want to think about, do I want Instagram, YouTube, Periscope, Snapchat, Twitter, blog, whatever. Then you're going to put your time and effort into mastering that one thing. I don't want you going from Facebook warm market to a Facebook fan page and Instagram, and you're going to blog. It is way too much for a new coach. You will be inconsistent with one of them, and it's just going to take time away from you really mastering one. So basically that's what happened to me in the very beginning. I did Instagram and my Facebook like page and my warm market. And then I was like, this Facebook fan page is sucking. I'm not going to do it anymore. And then I let it go for a while. And then I was like, you know what? I really don't like Instagram. It's just, for me, it's not my thing. So I went back to my Facebook fan page. I did a whole bunch of trainings on it, and I devoted my time to making that the best place for me. So that's what I did. Now that is up and running and where it's at today, I'm now focusing more in on Instagram and really just that as another source, right? So then once you learn and master the one, you can move on to the another because it starts to take, work for itself type of thing. So that's what I want you to do. Call to actions are simple. I want you to create a timeline photo or have somebody make one for you based off of the tips at the beginning of this call. Change your profile picture if needed, also based off the tips from the beginning of this call. And then pick your social media focus that's outside of your warm market. Then I want you to talk to your sponsor coach about how to go about the new social media focus while you're working with your warm market. Okay. So if you're going to choose blog, you're going to talk to your sponsor coach about, okay, what type of blogging am I going to do? Where am I going to put my focus? That type of thing. Again, same thing with YouTube videos, or really anywhere that you go, because it's not going to be Beachbody related. It's not going to be health fitness related. It's going to be you related. You're not branding Beachbody. They have done an amazing job of branding themselves. You are branding you. Okay. So, and Beachbody is just a part of you. It's not you. Right. There's a coach that I know that she does, marriage minutes. Like that's one of her main things. People come to her page for a marriage minute. Maybe good, maybe bad, but, she's kind of branded herself with that. So then through that, they see, her other posts type of deal. All right. So that's my PowerPoint slide. Does anybody have any questions for me? P.S. Diana, I'm so happy you're on. Welcome. No questions? Look, I'm outside in the dark. I turned the light on, but I'm going to tell you something right now, and this is being recorded, so the whole world's going to know that watches this. I am deathly afraid of moths. So if one flies by my computer because the light is on, you may see me cry. I'm just warning you now. Like, seriously afraid of moths. Now you're laughing at me, but it's called motophobia, and it's real. No questions about social media? Again, this is just very basic. If you decide, hey, my thing is going to be Instagram, ask me. I know trainings that have to do with certain social medias, or I have trainings myself that I can teach you one-on-one about certain things. Like I do know a little bit about Blogger. I do know a whole bunch about like pages. Instagram, I have a really good training that you can do for that. Obviously, things are going to take investment. So if you can find free with YouTube or something like that, that's great. But other than that, definitely talk to your sponsor who can point you in the direction. If not, talk to your Star Diamond sponsor, and they will. Okay? Cool. All right. No questions. Everybody good? Everybody good? Do you need me to take you off mute, Cassie? Are you good?
I figured it out. Yeah. I do have one question.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when we go and we say we do a post and you want to try to get people to go into your challenge group, is there a link that we put? Do you guys give us, or will you guys show us how to get that?
Yeah, so basically what happens with my personally sponsored coaches is, let's say you go through the new coach checklist, right, that I gave you, and you do your shouting out for your live video or however you're going to shout yourself out, right, that you are now into this and this is what you're doing and you can't wait to help people. And you have 5 people come back to you or comment on there saying, I'm ready, or I'm interested, give me more details.
Uh-huh.
Rule number 1 is you never ever put your link or any details in or reply to their comment. You
Okay.
reply to each individual comment and you say, I will message you. Smiley face,
Okay.
whatever, however you want to make excitement in that. Then you privately message each individual person. Okay. So, because it just looks salesy when you go back and forth to the comment section, but you always want to look. So if somebody comments, the perfect example too, if somebody comments saying, I would like more information, and then they send you a message, right, wanting more information, you're still going to reply to their comment saying, I'll chat with you, or something like that, because you want to show people that you show up. Like that if they comment on your things, you're going to comment back. You're always going to have that engagement in that conversation. Okay. Or you can say like, I got your message, or something like that. Like something that tells these people that, hey, I'm here. I'm not just going to post this and just leave. So basically what happens is, so like you have 5 people say that they're interested, right? You're going to come to me and be like, what do I say? Right? So I'm going to walk you through step by step, and you literally can copy and paste what I say. And if you're not one of my personal sponsored coaches, your upline coach should have a script. If not, I'm more than welcome to help you if you want it. But basically I do that back and forth until the new coach kind of gets it under their wing that this is the way that you say things, or how you put it together, and how you say the words. Because even if you have the word "the" off, like you miss somebody, right? So we basically start at the very beginning of, hey, I'm interested. You comment, okay, great, I'll send you a message. And then you're like, okay, before you send them a message, you could send them, hey girl, how are you? Type of thing, because you care. You want to know how they are. And then you send me a message, or you text me and you say, I have somebody who's interested. What do I say? And I literally write it out, because it comes down to the small talk first. It comes down to finding out their goals and why are they interested. And that way we can relate everything back to, well, remember when you said X, Y, and Z, how are you going to reach that? Like, what is your game plan type of thing, so that you can remind them of why they reached out to you in the first place. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So you're not left to just figure it out. I do highly recommend that my coaches text me rather than message me, because I get so many messages on Facebook that I turned off my notifications, because my phone is like ding, 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 ding. So text messages from my working coaches who need me, or Voxer. Okay. Voxer is amazing. And if you text me, you most likely will get a voice text back from me, because it's just easier for me to write, like to talk it out. So Voxer does that as well. It's a free app. And it's like a walkie-talkie. Right. So we can just talk back and forth really quick. So that's always good. Just, I can post my Voxer, info in the page, in the group. But I recommend that for you guys. Like if you have coaches, it's always good to talk. I did with Diana. Like I know that you're not very good with, speaking English, but I know that you can understand it. So I'm like voice texting her and she's typing back to me, which is totally fine. But it's just easier for me, especially with kids running around and all that fun stuff, right? All you people who have kids know how that is. But yeah, so that is how I handle that. Does anybody else have any questions? Okay, well then, I'll let you go, because we are right at a half hour. Pretty awesome.
Thank you.
No problem. And I'll see 2 of you in my Girl Bosses group. If you have any questions, you can post them in there. This will be uploaded and put into Revelation Fitness team page under the team call. So you can go back and re-listen to it if you miss anything. And it'll be there probably tonight. I just gotta wait for it to upload. Okay. All right.
Thank you.
No problem. Bye guys.
Bye.